Marion FM and streaming live on the First Federal Facebook page.
Yes, indeed. It's a beautiful Friday morning. And Evan, are you the one to blame for this?
I'll take the credit.
Oh, you're going to take the credit. I mean the 90-degree weather we're going to have today.
I love summer. We've been wanting summer the whole year.
No, you guys have. I was like,
No, I forgot.
75, 80 max.
You have said that. You're very particular about the range you want it to be in.
Yes, and more rainy. We need more rainy.
I was thinking about that yesterday. I'm like, we kind of complain about every single weather situation eventually. We just want it to, I don't know if we want it to change a lot or we just want it to not change a lot. What do you think it is?
I think we want it to not change a lot and be consistently between 50 and 79 degrees.
We're so arrogant.
Except in December.
We want to control everything.
Yes.
So,
we try.
We have a lot of hubris about the weather. Well, hey, look, we blink and 2022's half over.
I know. Where did June go?
This could be a year that we'd like to forget, but we may remember for a long time. I have a feeling.
Kind of like the start of COVID. We tried to
I know.
that year, and it just keeps popping back up.
I don't know. I've heard if you had COVID, you kind of start forgetting some things, or if it's just because you want to forget the whole couple of years. But I think it's a real thing. Those 2 years didn't happen. Last year was 2019.
Yes.
Good, it's agreed upon. All right. Well, of course, this year there's a lot of great things going on. I was only joking about just the economy and all. The money news section isn't very fun to do anymore for this show,
it's not.
just because expectations and everything just aren't real great right now.
That's why we have to talk about the movies coming out and different things like that are generating some positive money news.
So movies, I don't know if you guys have already talked about this, but I did go see the new Top Gun movie this week.
I have not
I
yet.
haven't, but I've heard unbelievable things.
Okay, I had to see the old one because it had been too long. I felt like I remembered it, but I wanted to make sure. But the new one was really entertaining.
Good.
I was in a big theater, and it was Emily and I and like 7 strangers filling up this ginormous theater. But it was really fun to see it in the theater, so I was glad it was still out.
Yeah, I've heard it's a great sequel.
And it feels good to have like a summer blockbuster again.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I don't think they've been able to use those terms for a while.
That's a good point.
Todd mentioned that phrase last week.
Yeah.
I was sitting there thinking about it throughout this week, and he's right. You've got a bunch of great movies coming out this summer.
And it just feels good again in that way, and it hasn't forever. So there's our positive.
There we go.
Go 2022.
Yeah, and Hocus Pocus 2 will be out this
I've never seen
I
Hocus
don't
Pocus.
think I have either.
Sorry. I'm not a big Halloween guy, and I don't even know if it's a Halloween movie, but I think it is.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So that's what I know about it. That's not my favorite holiday, so I don't generally get into that.
It's a Disney movie. So
I did see Ernest Scared Stupid. Did you see that one?
Yes.
Okay.
I've seen all that.
That's probably why I don't watch Halloween movies anymore. Okay, another fun thing. It's 4th of July weekend.
It is.
Akron's got a festival all weekend long. They run a great festival there for the 4th of July. So check your local information sources for their schedules. And I know that they've got their fireworks on the 4th of July. Mm-hmm. Rochester has theirs on Sunday night the 3rd.
Yep.
And the Lake Manitou fireworks are Saturday night the 2nd.
Yeah.
So
pick a day.
Yeah, 3 big opportunities. So are you doing yours tonight then? That's what I was going to ask.
No.
Okay. Not either.
We got softball tonight.
Okay. We're finished with the summer sports in the Gottschalk House. So it was a really fun ride, great seasons, and now we have like true summer, so it's great.
Yeah. Until fall comes around.
Yeah. Don't jinx us.
Yeah,
I like 90-degree weather.
Even though I do want football season, but don't worry.
That's all I was bringing up. I mean, that
Appreciate
means it's football time.
Okay, so one of the Akron 4th of July Festival things of note this year is their Mayberry USA theme. Yeah. I like that. We're big Andy Griffith fans in our house, so I thought that was really fun.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm not sure exactly what they're doing with that, but I'm kind of eager to find out. Okay, trivia question. This is 4th of July related.
All right.
How many hot dogs are eaten each 4th of July?
Ooh.
It's kind of the food of choice, I think.
Ooh.
I could be wrong about that officially,
I
but
think
unofficially,
you're right.
I'm
I think
calling
you're
it.
right.
Yeah. So we got 3 choices for you, Paul. This should be easy with only 3.
Yeah.
We could have done 6.
Uh-huh.
So you're welcome.
Mm.
38 million, 75 million, or 150 million.
Wow. Okay.
Then our bonus question.
Oh, 2 of them. Wow.
No choices on this one. How many hot dogs has Joey Chestnut eaten in his life?
Estimated in his lifetime.
Okay. That one I'm gonna fail.
It's a real number we found. So
somebody
we didn't make it up.
calculated it last year, so.
Pretty fun. Okay, Tanner. While Paul's noodling over that, this is kind of a sports desert time of year. Tell us what's going on.
It is, but yet yesterday was a day full of sports news, it felt like. You had Kevin Durant, one of the NBA stars, saying he wants to get traded from the Brooklyn Nets. And he even goes out and names some teams like the Phoenix Suns and the Miami Heat as 2 destinations he wants to go to.
Such a strange professional
Of course.
sports league.
Yeah, and 2 teams that within the last 2 years have been to finals. So it's like, of course,
Yeah.
he's not going to go to a Indiana Pacers, for instance, or anybody like that.
Thanks for bringing that
Yeah,
up.
I know. So that's new off season, a new superstar on one side, pretty much. It's every year there's 1 or 2.
The top 10 guys just want to cluster up and
Yeah,
win championships, and
Mhm.
and it sometimes happens in the NBA, which is just kind of annoying.
right. And then 2 of the NBA's younger, better stars got max contracts yesterday. Nikola Jokic of the Denver Nuggets and Devin Booker of the Phoenix Suns.
Give us an idea on what a max contract dollar amount looks like.
Well, I think Jokic was, let's see here, I have it on my phone here, I don't want to get it wrong. It was a lot of money.
So he didn't bring up his phone.
Well, I
when
was
he
just
asked
thinking,
him
I hope
trivia
he's not
questions.
trying to
I
use this
can't.
as a negotiation.
Well, he got a 5-year deal for $270 million.
No,
So, it was an NBA record deal.
we don't want to hear him complain
No.
about gas prices.
No. So,
Okay.
he's the back-to-back MVP. And he doesn't get talked about near as much
No.
as a lot of guys in the league.
No.
So I don't know if it's because he plays in the Denver market or
From Europe? Or,
yeah, I don't know what it is. He was a
either.
second-round pick. I mean,
Well, that GM made a wise decision.
yeah, that was a good pick. When he was taken, it was during a Taco Bell commercial. They
Oh,
weren't even live on the draft at the time. It was popped up at the bottom.
that's
They
good
came
trivia
across,
right there.
Yeah.
Wow.
And now he's back-to-back MVP. So
There's been a lot of other European players that didn't pan out, though, so
Right.
I can understand that
Right.
being kind of a roll
Right.
the dice,
Right.
probably.
yeah. So
Okay.
so that's NBA news, and then college sports news. The bombshell was kind of dropped on Big Ten fans yesterday that USC and UCLA are gonna remove themselves from the Pac-12 and join the Big Ten in 2024.
I thought that was a false headline.
I saw it at first, I'm like, okay, it's just rumor, nothing's factual, and then by
California?
last night, it's official.
California teams?
I mean, think about this. Rutgers is clear in New Jersey. They're going to have to travel clear across the country to California to play.
Wow. They must be counting on jet fuel prices to go down.
Yeah, I feel bad for the the football equipment managers. They have to take the big trucks.
Oh, the buses.
They're going to have to get an early start.
Jeez.
It's a
Have
long
you
road
been there
trip.
before, huh?
Yeah, that's a
Live
long
like
road trip.
Tuesday for a Friday game.
Yeah, I know. So
What about academics, Tanner?
well, UCLA and USC are our top academic institutions, so I'm
Okay.
sure that's gets the
Interesting.
nod of all the Big Ten presidents. So
It took a while to get used to, Rutgers and
I
Maryland
know.
being in the Big Ten, but now this is just going to be strange.
the Big Ten teams got used to 10, then 11, then 12, then 14, now 16, and like I told you this morning, I don't think they're done.
Do you remember the old logo that said Big Ten but had the number 11
Yep.
superimposed in it?
I miss those days. Now I want the 16 teams.
I knew you were going to say that.
I think they're
You
eyeing
wanna-
18 to 20.
You don't want a powerful mega
Well,
conference.
it looks like the way college sports is going right now, it looks like SEC and Big Ten are kind of separating themselves from every other conference.
Big Ten has done a good job of kind of getting ahead of some trends in past years, but
It's
Well,
going to be the Big 20 before.
well, it wouldn't shock me. I mean, if they
they'll
want
have to
add,
change it.
if they want to add 2 to 4 more teams, I mean, the attractive teams out there, Notre Dame's one of them. I know they're ACC for everything except football, but
If they get to 20, they've got to change the name.
yeah.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're gonna double it by 2. You have to change the name. So we'll see. Notre Dame's out there. North Carolina is a school I'd go after if I'm a conference trying to expand. If there's any way they would lead the ACC, that's such a powerful brand.
Yeah,
They're the one I would
Yeah.
target.
definitely.
The SEC's got Oklahoma and Texas coming in 2025. So yeah, we'll see. It's just college sports. It's amazing how much has changed in the last 3 years.
That that announcement just came out of the blue.
Yeah, it did.
No leaks there. That was
It did.
interesting. All right, let's move on. I want to tee you up for your favorite hockey team.
Yeah, Colorado Avalanche Stanley Cup champions for the first time since 2001. They had their parade yesterday. Estimated 500,000 people were there in downtown Denver for the
Wow.
parade.
Didn't know there were that many NHL
I
fans.
know.
We don't live in the north, so that's
Total.
yeah.
It looked like a pretty good time. It looked
Oh.
like they were having fun celebrating.
Well, congratulations.
Yeah, it was fun. A fun ride to watch them throughout the playoffs, and they're the favorites going into next year already. So they're a pretty young team. So we'll see if they can go get another one here in the next few years. But hockey, you're not guaranteed anything.
No.
I think they were the 5th preseason favorite in the last 35 years to go on and win the Stanley Cup in the same year.
Wow.
So it's hard to get it done.
Yep.
5th out of what, like
Grueling
10 teams?
sport.
Yeah. Well, the league's got a few more than 10 teams.
I know.
But-
All right. Let's move on to our tidbits.
Yes, got some tidbits here this morning. On this day in 1776, the first vote on the Declaration of Independence for Britain's North American colonies was cast. On
Wish
this,
we could have been there. That would have
yeah, that would have been interesting to be a fly on the wall.
Yep.
On this day in 1874, the first zoo in the U.S. opened. It opened in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Oh, that's a good trivia.
Yeah,
I like zoos.
I wouldn't have guessed it was that old. I don't know
Zoos are
why.
fun before it gets super hot when the smells
Agreed.
kind of overwhelm you.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I went to the Fort Wayne Zoo a couple weekends ago.
That's a good one.
All the birds were put away because of the bird flu.
Oh, really?
Oh,
None of the birds were out. Yep.
wow.
Which I thought was interesting. I didn't even think about it before going. I'm like,
I
oh,
didn't know
That's
that was
the
a
thing to
problem
see.
right
yeah,
now.
yeah. I don't know. And maybe now that it's a couple weeks later, maybe it's resolved itself. I don't know.
You'll have to go back.
I guess I will. On this day in 1904, the third Summer Olympic Games opened in St. Louis. It was the first held in the U.S.
I wouldn't have guessed St. Louis
No.
for the first.
No.
No.
It's got to be the arch.
That's right.
On this day in 1916, Coca-Cola brought the current Coke formula to the market.
Then they did away with it. Then they brought it
Yeah,
back.
yeah. Their revised version wasn't as good.
That's interesting that formula has lasted that long. But
I guess when you find perfection, don't mess with them.
When-
Exactly.
when people are passionate about something, don't
Yeah.
take it away.
That's quite the brand that people are passionate about.
Yep.
So-
Yes.
And on this day in 1963, zip codes were introduced for U.S. mail.
Oh.
That wasn't that long ago.
No,
No.
really. Yeah.
Uh,
I'm not even sure what they did
Revolutionary for
before
the
then.
time.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
Oh, you know your address now. Add these numbers. There we
that
go.
was probably
Yeah.
strange to get used to,
Oh,
wasn't it?
yeah. I was like, what do these numbers even mean?
And then you'd have the false impression zip means it's going to come a lot faster.
Right.
I bet it didn't.
Yeah, my bad. I didn't either.
Probably took longer.
Maybe
Now
so,
they're trying
yeah.
to figure out like,
Yeah,
where's
yeah.
what?
The
Yeah.
sorting machine's
Yeah.
not working. That's terrible.
Got a lot of days here, Paul. I think you're going to like some of these.
All right.
International Chicken Wing Day.
Okay.
You chicken wing guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you boneless or bone-in guy?
Bone in.
Bone-in guy. Traditional.
I'm not sure they're real wings unless they're
Yeah,
bones.
kinda.
Exactly.
Just
They're
the-
nuggets
Kinda
otherwise.
Strips.
International Joke Day.
Okay.
I'm sure you got some good jokes. you can
I'm
share.
not a good joke
I'm
teller,
not
you
either.
guys.
I'm a dad joke guy, so.
Yeah.
I'm a joke laugher. I'm
I
a
agree.
receiver.
I'll laugh. Yeah.
I'm always a generous laugh.
Second half of the year day, which makes sense.
Yeah.
On July 1st. International Reggae Day. National Creative Ice Cream Flavors Day.
Mm.
Canada Day. National Ginger Snap Day. Zip Code Day. And National Post Workers Day.
Mm.
Postal Workers Day.
Which makes sense. with it.
Postal workers put in a lot of work.
They do.
They do.
They deserve a day of their own.
Absolutely.
We appreciate postal workers.
6 days a week, sometimes 12, 13-hour days. Oof.
Thank you, Tanner.
You're welcome.
Okay, hey, this is a fun upcoming event. our Community Appreciation Day for First Federal
Yes.
is coming up.
A week from today.
So there's a lot of people that look forward to this annually. I'm hoping there's some people that have never tried it and want to come check it out, but we serve you lunch.
I've never been.
Okay, Paul.
I've always been at work,
Yeah.
so
Can you come
I'm gonna
next
be.
week?
Yeah.
Yes.
Take your lunch hour.
Yeah.
One new person.
Yes.
That's
We're
all
gonna-
you need, right?
We're going to impress
Keeps
you.
it working.
Yeah.
So not only do we have the free lunch, which it's Loghouse Restaurant
Yes.
is catering this year for us, but we also have a lot of First Federal giveaways too,
Yeah.
which are a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Your kids would love them.
We're gonna have a shred truck on site, so if you have any documents you have around the house that you want to get rid of, shred truck on site.
I kind of took care of those with a little thing called fire.
Oh,
All right.
You know, you gotta start the fire, so you just use the
Right,
old documents
okay.
that you don't need anymore.
That's,
Fair enough.
that's the old-fashioned way. I understand
Yes.
that. It still works. Okay, well we always look forward to that. It's our favorite day of the year to be hosting, serving, and thanking customers and community members. This isn't just for customers, this is for anybody that wants to come over and have a lunch on us and let us serve you.
Yeah.
We enjoy
we'd love
doing
to see
that.
you. And spoiler for next week's show, it's gonna be a First Federal cast show next week.
How dare you give me spoilers?
I'm good at that.
Okay, part of the Akron 4th of July Festival is the Firecracker 5K and Sparkler 1 Mile Fun Run tomorrow morning.
I will not be there for that.
Runners get started early.
Yes, up and at 'em.
The first event is the 5K walk, which starts at 8 a.m., followed by the 1 mile run at 8:15, and it finishes with the 5K run at 8:30, and that's at Akron Elementary School. A lot of local runners, so usually these events have great turnouts. And the funds, it's a fundraiser, the funds support the Akron community. So, great little event there. We wanted to recognize my old PE teacher,
Mine too.
Charlie Schwenk. She's retiring and after 41 years as a PE teacher here in our community.
Yeah.
She was awesome.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed having her.
I told my kids, and they were heartbroken.
Yeah, I understand that.
Well, and I think she needs to get a lot of credit for how good the track and cross country programs have been in Rochester. Because she
Yeah.
gets it started at the youth levels,
Yeah,
keeps their interest up,
yeah,
and they just keep running.
that's true. Yeah, is that the Girls on the Run program? Is that what she's a part of?
Mhm.
She's been sponsoring and helping kids get into running for a long, long time.
Well, one thing she would always do she did for me, but I know she did for countless students, was if you did anything good and got in the newspaper, she would cut out the article, laminate it, and give it to you. She did that clear up until I graduated high school, so I always really appreciated that. I know she did that for a lot of people.
Well, we're happy for you, Mrs. Schwenk, on
Yes.
your retirement.
Well deserved.
Well deserved. Okay, money news. This is the part I just was going to skip.
Yeah.
First half of the year's over. Not great for the stock market.
No,
But,
we skipped it this morning too.
okay, well that makes me feel better. Sometimes when you have a really bad first half or a really bad period of time, the next period of time is really good. So we have no idea if that's going to be true, but let's just think positively
I like
today.
it.
Okay, good.
Glass half full.
All right.
Yes.
So we'll see where we go from there. That's all we want to say about that right now. Employment's really good. There's your positive.
Yeah.
So very strong. All right. First Federal, we mentioned Community Appreciation Day. We'd love to see anybody out next Friday. Come see us. 11 to 2 is our official time for the event, but come see us anytime during the day if you'd like. We are open 8:30 to 5 today and tomorrow from 8:30 to noon. And we will be closed on Monday for the 4th of July.
Yeah, you guys deserve a day off.
Yeah, thanks.
Thanks.
I mean, Tanner doesn't, but you guys.
Shots fired.
So I'd like to introduce our guests now this morning. Come on over. Samantha Towne. Good morning.
Good morning.
Samantha, you're here to talk about something new in our community,
I am.
Legacy Christian Academy.
Yes, sir.
It's not every day we have a new school starting up in our
Right.
community,
Right?
and we're pretty interested in this.
Yeah, it's really exciting. It's been a lot of work. Very different. But I'll just kind of give you a little bit of a backstory.
Yeah, tell us what the idea here is and what's the vision for this school.
Okay, so Legacy was started by 3 families. So my husband and I, Kyle, and my name's Samantha Towne, Shannon, Elliott, Hazen, and then Chris and Lisa Fear. All of us have had our children experience public school education, homeschooling, and we just really wanted to offer another option for our community.
Options are good.
Yeah, options are good. The Hazens and my husband and I had all graduated from Christian schools here in Fulton County.
So you've got some personal experience in this?
We do. We really appreciated our time there, our education, as well as just relationships and spiritual growth and different things like that. At that time, when we were in school, there were actually 5 small Christian schools. They were kind of scattered, but they were all in Fulton County.
Wow.
And that is not the case
I
anymore.
can't believe that.
I know.
So now, how many are there before Legacy?
To my knowledge, I believe we have 1,
Okay.
but I think it's close to their congregation.
So what you're seeing is opportunity.
Opportunity, yes. You know, I see a lot of families that homeschool, and some of them do it because they really thoroughly enjoy it, and others do it because they just wanted another option. So we just want to provide that third option for people that we just haven't had here in a while.
Do you think you'll see some homeschool families strongly consider Legacy as an option?
Actually, of the roughly 30 students that we have enrolled so far, only 2 are not homeschoolers.
Interesting.
So, yeah.
Well, that's a strong answer.
Yeah.
Okay, so give us a little bit of an idea about yourself. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Oh, boy. So,
And your family. We want to get to know you.
okay, so like I said, my husband and I graduated from a Christian school here in town. That's where we met. We've been married for 13 years this month. We have 3 children who will all finally be in school this year, so this is perfect timing for us.
High five. Congratulations.
My husband works as a CNC machinist in Warsaw, and my background is in math, so just really felt like God was calling us to this for a long time, actually. My oldest is 9, and when she went into kindergarten is really when we started feeling that call just wasn't really the right time. And then this past summer, right before school started, which was extremely uncomfortable for me, Shanna Hazen called me and said, hey, I think we should do this. And I said, okay, like next year? She's like, no, right now.
Okay.
So, yeah, we last minute pulled our kids and we homeschooled together as a group, which was a really good experience. That was my first experience with homeschool. So we had about 14 kids and we did it together.
Kind of learned a lot probably from that.
I did, yes. And it was so nice to be able to have, other moms that were there helping with my kids. I was able to help with some of theirs and their older math subjects, and it was a really good experience. Really appreciated everybody pulling together, and it was, again, such a last minute thing, and I felt very blessed to be a part of it. And in that, I was also able to, work towards opening Legacy this fall.
Getting a plan going and
Absolutely.
figuring out what those steps might be to accomplish
It's been
it.
an awful lot.
Well, tell us about the name Legacy Christian Academy.
Yeah, so with the, like I had said, there were 5 Christian schools here
Mhm.
at one point, and that's just not the case anymore. And we really, when we sat down and we thought about, okay, so, trying to go through the logistics, why is that the case? Like, why did every single one of them close? And, what we want to do is just leave a lasting legacy in our community. We don't want this to be a thing that we start for our own kids and then we just let it go. We want to train people up behind us and other parents that want to, have a passion and a vision to see this go forward even after we're done with it.
Something long term beyond your generation of kids.
Yeah.
That's a great goal. All right, so you got the idea started. You got a little background with the homeschool grouping that you did this year. Now, tell us about how you figure out where you're gonna have a school.
Well, honestly, I have to give a shout out to one of my high school teachers. She's from Connersville, Indiana. Her name is Molly Keener. She was my English high school teacher for my junior year of high school when I was down there. She has since then started her own Christian school.
Okay.
So she's had hers. This will be her 15th year, I believe. She has really helped us.
That was a good resource for you.
She has been fantastic. Just helped us through every single step of the way. Lisa and I have gone down multiple times, taken other of our teachers that we've hired in just to go and shadow her classes. I've been able to sit with her, and she's given me so much administrative help. It's amazing the amount of people that God's really brought into our path. So even down to our curriculum representative, Tim Huffman. He has been so helpful. And there's a resource called Renew a Nation. They help plant Christian schools in the entire United States. So we just had a lot of help, a lot of guidance. We were able to secure a lawyer from Indianapolis that he works for Christian rights and things down at the state level here in Indianapolis, and he has just helped us again with the legal part of stuff. So we've just really had a lot of people.
Good experience in your corner.
Yes, absolutely.
That's tremendous. We are speaking with Samantha Towne from Legacy Christian Academy this morning. Samantha, give us an idea. We're halfway through the summer now, like we were talking about earlier. Things are starting to get real here for you.
They are. They are.
Where is your school going to be located?
So location, when we first started, we were approached by Pastor Brian Sewell from Whippoorwill Community Church. They had just caught wind of what we were planning, and
that had to be an exciting
it was so
moment.
exciting. It was out of nowhere. So he had gotten in contact with us, and his whole church was so on board with what we were doing. They actually offered us their space, which was fantastic. We were so grateful for that. They were just very, very helpful to us. Upon going through some zoning stuff and what it would take to really build some classrooms in their area, it just was going to be a lot for us and them, zoning-wise. So we were kind of like, okay, this might not work out, and just about that time, we were directed towards the Geneva Center. So we talked with Kathy Adley out there. She showed us some things around. They have an entire section out there that used to be for the Presbytery offices that they just don't use anymore.
Wow.
And so they were generous enough to let us rent out that space, and it's perfect. Perfect space. The location is gorgeous. If you haven't been out there, I do want to give you a little plug for that. If you have not been out to Geneva Center, I didn't realize what a gym we have in our little community here. It's beautiful. The grounds are just fantastic. They have an event center. They do retreats, camps, all kinds of stuff. So just a little plug for them. If you haven't been out there, it's fantastic.
That's a great facility. We've all seen the signs driving around, but unless you turn in there and check it out, you really wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know. That's
So
right.
this is just a little part of what they've got, but something they weren't using that is going to be a good space for students and teachers and for having your school. That's fantastic.
Absolutely.
All right, so thinking about upcoming school year, you working on any specific projects? Are you getting to the end of the road on your list, or how are things coming along for you?
Yeah, so again, the facility is immaculate, so we really didn't have a whole awful lot to do.
What a blessing.
Yes, absolutely. But just building some walls in the basement, so right now if anybody wanted to come take a tour, it's kind of tore up. We've got a construction drywall mess going on.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're just working on finishing up that. The walls are up, so thank the Lord. We had about 12 volunteers come out last week.
That's a good crew.
Yeah, on a
You
Saturday.
get a lot of stuff done with 12.
All the walls are up with 12. So that was great. We really appreciated the help. Just working on finishing the drywall and stuff, and then our teachers will be in doing their thing.
Okay, so maybe there's some listeners this morning that had heard maybe Christian school is starting, maybe they haven't, but is it too late to register? Where are you at with, someone's interested, can they look into this still at this point in the year?
Yeah, so registration is open. We're willing to take kids at any time if you decide in September that you want to send them.
That's
we'll
good to know.
and get them started. We can hold about 80 in our facility. Our goal, we were really shooting first year for about 45. We're currently sitting around 30, but summer's only half over.
That's right.
I've got about that many applications out still. So
You sound like a glass half full type of person.
Yeah. We just really believe God called us to do it, so it'll be what He wants it to be, and we'll be happy with it.
Half the summer left. If you're interested in checking this out, there's still room and time to do that. 30 kids is a good number.
Yeah. I was a little, when we're talking about we're really shooting for that 45, and we talked to our Becca curriculum representative, and he's like, "How many kids you got?" And I said, 30. He said, "What?" He said, "Usually when I plan a school, I pray for 15 for the first year." So he was pretty excited about our numbers. So yeah.
You're a high achiever.
Yeah.
2 times the goal.
We try.
That's great. Okay, new organization, got your plans going. Sounds like things are coming together. God's been working to provide resources and support.
Yeah.
Do you have any current needs that the community could support you on in providing this additional school option?
Well, yeah, so with that, we're not affiliated with any church. Most of the time you see a Christian school startup, they're started from a specific church, so
Yes.
therefore they've got a little bit of financial backing there. That is not the case for us, which are, again, Rebecca Rep said he was shocked to see that. It had been a long time since he had seen one open without the support of a church. So for us, financially is definitely, it takes a lot, not just to open, but to keep a school up and running. So we're just really relying on the Lord for finances, for everything, to do with that. So obviously we've got a lot of supplies that we still need to get, some office equipment, furniture type things.
To finish setting up the school space
Right,
and
yeah, we had
prepare.
made an Amazon gift registry list. We would add a few people from different churches had asked us if we had
Oh, that's
one
a
just
good
to make-
idea.
Yeah, so we made that last week, so that's out kind of floating around. If you look on Amazon, just look up Legacy Christian Academy, and you'll see the LCA startup list.
Interesting, I like that.
Yeah, so there's that. We've tried our very dead level best to get tuition as low as possible, and still be able to pay our staff. But there's still some families out there that's just a hard time for them right now.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
We've set up a scholarship fund, and we've got some people that have been donating into that, so we could always use scholarship funding that would go straight to students. But we need prayer for sure. We're just asking people to pray for us. Like I said, just not affiliated with a specific church, and we could always use the prayers, and just make sure that we're following what He wants for us. We'd love to get our area churches involved. Again, we're not backed by anyone specifically, so we'd love to get our churches involved. If pastors have any questions, they want to reach out to us, we'd love to sit down and talk with them about ways that they could help out, different chapel ministries that we do and things like that. So, and then, I think one of the big things is, and I think a lot of people have heard about it, but I still get a lot of people that just haven't heard about it yet. So spreading the word is a big deal. So, if you like our Facebook page, share it. If there's people in your Christian circles or groups that would really benefit from something like this, just tell them about us. Again, we do have a Facebook page. We are working with Bryce Hardesty from Split Road Media to get a website up. So he's done a great job. It's just about finished. They're tweaking some final things, and hopefully we'll get that up really soon. So stay tuned for that.
Okay.
But yeah, spreading the word. Also, obviously, we could always use the funding for helps with different things, teaching salaries, things like that. So.
Well, we congratulate you for taking on this venture and adding another important piece to our community. And youth education is a big deal. You can Google education, state of Indiana. There's a lot of research out there about how important education is. So this is another community option for us, and we just congratulate you on putting in all the work and effort to get this going. It sounds like a monumental task. And you seem very up for it and ready to roll, so that's fantastic. If you're listening and interested, how could they contact you, Samantha?
Sure, so you can look us up on Facebook. That's really how a lot of people are doing it right now. So Legacy Christian Academy. You can shoot us an email. It's legacychristian.rochester@gmail.com. Or again, stay tuned for the Facebook or for the website coming out.
Well, thank you so much for joining us this morning, Samantha.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome.
Sure.
Okay, our trivia question, Paul. How many hot dogs are eaten each 4th of July? 38 million is A, 91 million is B, or 150 million is C?
I'm gonna go B.
The answer is C.
Oh, okay.
150 million.
I didn't think it'd be that high.
I was shocked too.
Yeah.
I guess
Okay,
it's
so now I gotta raise my answer because I'm sure a portion of those came from one gentleman since he's a second portion.
okay. How many hot dogs has Joey Chestnut, the Nathan's Hot Dog 4th of July contest champ, eaten in his life? Estimate.
150,000.
That's a great guess. Well, poor guy. I think Tanner said his record is like 70 some.
It was 76 last year in 10 minutes.
Wow. Okay. Never mind. That's a lot higher.
No, 19,200.
Oh, wow. I was way too high. Okay.
You think about how
So he doesn't eat hot dogs any other time of the year except the 4th of July.
that might be. Tanner also mentioned that it's estimated that his life expectancy is lowered by 1.5 years based on his consumption.
Okay, don't eat hot dogs.
All right. Well, 4th of July weekend, we got some great weather, other than if a thunderstorm comes this afternoon. But let's leave with these words of wisdom this morning from Alan Bloom, an American philosopher. Education is the movement from darkness to light.
I like that.
Thank you.
Thank you, Evan.
Thanks a lot, Paul.
We'll see you guys next week as we gear up for the first federal Customer Appreciation Day.
That's right.
All right, thanks.
Have a good weekend.